Hi there, my name is Father Rayappa. I belong to the Diocese of Vellore, South India. And today I want to talk about human development and ecological sustainability. And it is a very tricky topic. And today in Christianity we know that we are the image of God. And we already established that humans are special creatures and God created us special. That is the teaching of Christianity. So, in this mindset, how can we compromise? How can we justify the human development, constantly putting pressure on creation? So today I want to discuss about the present models of development. In economics, we propose there are three models. One is high economic growth, the second one is medium economic growth, the third one is the low economic growth. So these are the three models we right now employ in every country. Today, everybody is concerned about these models. Are they good? Are they bad? Some of the models are not too bad, but high economic growth is always bad. That is what United Nations in 2013 report Human Development Index, they talk about it. The countries those who employ high economic growth, what is high economic growth? It's about consumption. It's about GDP. It's about inflation. Some countries they don't have inflation. And their per capita income is high. So it used to be Western countries were the richest countries. They employed always high economic growth. But today we can't classify like first world, second world, third world, fourth world. We used to classify in 1970s and 80s. Before that, the West was rich and the East was poor. But now, every country has the West mindset and the East mindset. There are richest people in India. There are richest people in Brazil. There are richest people in China. So today, every country has employed all the three kinds, all the three models of development. So United Nations says that those countries who employ high economic growth, they can never live in sustainability with creation. It's a failure model. High economic growth always destroys, and there is no ecological sustainability. Resources are plundered and exploited. The creation is destroyed. So high economic model of development, I think it's a total failure. So the next we come to the second model of development, that is the medium economic growth. And there are some countries, they could use that model, not too bad. Uh, at least some 30 to 40 countries have succeeded with the medium economic development model. Not only humans developed, but also creation is not destroyed, and there is ecological sustainability. we can talk about in this model. So I think we can uh, go for medium economic development if we are able to exercise with caution. With caution, I think we need to employ threefold elements in medium economic development. One is responsibility. The second one is faithfulness. The third one is accountability. With three words, as a caution, as a precaution, we can apply to the second medium economic development model, and we can really uh, look for human development at the same time ecological sustainability. Then at last we come up with the third model of economic growth, which is low economic growth. Low economic growth. Most of the poor countries employ this model, and low economic growth is always sustainable. Humans can develop, at the same time creation also can be preserved. I think the United Nations Human Index report applauds this model of economic growth, and there is lot of possibility, and there is lot of hope in this model of economic growth. I think as Christians, every country should go for this model of economic growth. And I think that Asian countries, for example, they already have this kind of model, but unfortunately recently they abandoned the low growth model and they are going after the high growth model. So Asian people, because I am an Asian, I talk from Asian perspective. So Asian people hang on to their low growth model of development, and probably rich countries like America, Europe, and Australia, all these people probably should change their models of economic growth, and probably they should think of adopting the low economic model growth. So that will be sustainable. We will not be putting any more pressure on ecosystems, on land or water or air, and humans can flourish at the same time. Biodiversity can flourish, and all ecosystems will be intact and no problem, and we can exist, and creation can exist, and the whole world can experience the peace and joy and prosperity, and we can still show intergenerational justice to our future children and our grandchildren. They will be also having enough resources on this planet Earth. So I think the Bible also recommends the low economic growth model and dominion model, like Genesis 1:26, subdue the earth and have dominion over creation. That thing we can compare to high economic growth. So actually the text 1:26 Genesis implies high economic growth model. I think people today abandon that interpretation from the Genesis 1:26, and they come to Genesis 2:15. God is commanding human people till it and keep it, and He gives lots of responsibility in the hands of humans, and He trusts human beings, and He says till it, and keep it. And you do farming and you live sustainably with the land. And in that form of relationship, nobody gets hurt. Humans will not be hurt. Creation also will not be hurt. It is a form of a relationship. That is what God is inviting all humans to exercise in Genesis 2:15. And then probably the low economic growth model, we can take the text from chapter 9, Genesis, the story of Noah. One man thought of future generations as the flood threatens all life on earth. 40 days of rain and everything is going to be destroyed. And one just man, Noah, and God believed in him, and at last he saved all life, and he built an ark, and then he saved all life on earth, butterflies, birds, amphibians, reptiles, mammals, bacteria, insects. Everything is saved, plants. All life what we have today, because one man thought that my future generations should be blessed with this biodiversity. So in low economic growth model, we can employ God, humans, and creation all together. So humans and creation, only new one concept we introduce, maybe consciousness, maybe environmental ethics. It is God. God is with us. So he is also part of low economic model of development. God is there because we know that in the Garden of Eden, God, when he created first humans, we see this relationship. God is there, humans are there, and creation is there. So three people are in one, three in one. So that is the perfect human development. We can't do away God. The spiritual dimension, our development should be integral, not only in terms of ephemeral wealth, just worldly wealth. It should be also concerned about eternal wealth, like compassion and kindness and love and justice, forgiveness. That is the eternal wealth, joy and happiness. So I think God provides us with the eternal wealth. So we should go back to the Garden of Eden model, because I told you the first model, high economic growth, medium economic growth is a failure. Low economic growth is also, it is okay in today's engagement with the economies. But I would recommend the Garden of Eden model of growth. Garden of Eden model growth is simply three people, God, humans, creation. That is the perfect development. And God is happy, humans are happy, and creation is happy. So I think in this kind of path, all countries should take when they talk about human development. So human development can never be alone on a single path. You should include everything in order to experience the integral development. And that could be the beautiful choice for future generations. I think God is with us, and he will inspire all the countries. There are around 200 countries around the world, and today they will be inspired by the Spirit of God and probably make a right choice when it comes to human development and ecological sustainability. And thank you, and God bless.